na-ekwu maka Obi Igwe Dr. Mata.
With due respect to your highly distinguished person, your highly achieved person, a handsome man, intelligent, a man whose name will be written on the positive side of posterity. Man, okay. Distinguished members of the high table, Professor Wan, President of ADF, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my friends and colleagues in the media, I have to speak in English. I'm from Delta State, I'm from Anioma, I have a different dialect. And what I want to say, I want the media to record it properly. I don't want to be misquoted. I first of all want to congratulate you and ADF on 4 years of activity, action-driven activity. I want to congratulate all those too who have supported you over the past 4 years. But as you know, and as NIU knows, I'm a pragmatist. I don't believe in dogmas. So, and I have been a media practitioner for decades and an image maker. I am from Okwana Muzobo Stam. We are people who cannot be gagged. We are not appendage to anybody in Nigeria. We, Anioma people, we have never been appendage to anybody and we will never be appendage to anybody. Looking at the Igbo land from Anioma, I want us to tell ourselves the truth. Professor Nwala has told us about the past. So we are now in the present. We have young people here who want to talk about the present and the future, and who want to be practical about what is happening. Where is the place of the Igbo man in Nigeria? The Igbo man in the East, where is his place in Nigeria? If you decide that you are going to be one Nigeria, because we all built Nigeria together. If you decide that we will be one, because we suffered for this country, it's our own. We are not slaves to anybody. You must make up your mind what you want. When you invited me 4 years ago as the Royal Mother of the Day and Vice Chairman of the occasion, I told people in the East that you have fundamental issues that require incisive decision. Fundamental issues of one, investment of the Igbo man in his land. It is not the Hausa man that is doing it. Please, I want us to disabuse our minds. Because when you continue for decades upon decades talking about marginalization by the Yoruba man, meanwhile the Yoruba man is moving forward. He's talking about our. You're talking about marginalization by the Hausa Fulani. When you hear them speak, they talk about our, okay? And the Igbo man is talking about me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. So you have fundamental problems that require fundamental solution. The first solution is come and invest in your land. There is something Professor Nwala you wrote. I forgot to bring it. I quote from there. I don't want to misquote you, and I don't want to say I disagree, but I want to say I have a different opinion. When you say the Igbo man is so mobile that he cannot be contained in one spot, I think something is wrong with that. You can't build your house and run away from your house. The Igbo man is all over the world like air, and there is nobody in the Igbo land. The Hausa man is not doing you that. The Yoruba man is not chasing you from your home. It is abomination that the Igbo man will live here and go in the West and invest in the West. When you go to Lekki, 60% of the houses are owned by Igbos. When you go to Kaduna, Kano, everywhere, investments there are owned by Igbo men. They have abandoned their home, the home of their ancestors, the home where they were given birth to, their true identity. Nobody did that to you. You must solve that yourself by divesting your interest and investing in your home. My brothers and sisters, that's point number one. Number two, fundamental mistake you are making here in the East. Worldwide, things are shared by population. Worldwide, China is respected because they are the most populous country in the world. America is getting afraid of China. Why? Because China is developing, and very soon we challenge them. India, the same. In Nigeria, the northern man will have 4 wives. Each one will have 6 to 10 children. In a household, you have almost 100 persons. The Igbo man will have 1 man and 2 children. And on election day, you start crying, they are counting chickens. So what solution do you have? Is either the women will give birth to more children, like they did in Iran, when Iran had their revolution. These are practical things that have happened in the world. Millions, tens of millions of Iranians died, and their leaders called on the women. You must do us a favor. Bring up our population. And women were having children. Today, Iran is respected worldwide. So, Professor Wala, I think the problem the Igbo man has, first of all, is to like himself and invest in his land and increase his population, either by women giving birth to more children or men marrying more wives, the same way they do in every other place. Because our future is at stake. The future of your children, women, please don't be sentimental. Don't be selfish. The future of your children is at stake. When they start sharing cake in Nigeria, the eastern states have 5 over whatever. The northern states have 19 over whatever. And you continue to tell me that me, my wife, and 2 children, I tell you it's abomination. We must do away with it. You must do away with it if your future is going to be safeguarded, where money is shared by population, by the number of people you are. See, local governments were created on the basis of population. So, in Yelongweyaka, by continuing with the dogma of me, my wife, and 2 children, it's abomination and it must stop. I want to say that Anioma Nation, where I come from, with due respect to all Nigerians, including people from the East, our forefathers are more advanced than men all over the world. 700 years ago, our forefathers decided that they would keep 2 stools in every community. One for the man, one for the woman. Because God created man. Now, at this gathering, we don't have more than 10 women. God created man. And it has been a world of men. And I'm saying it positively. Because God created man first. And woman second. So woman cannot be first. Man is first. And he gave him dominion over everything. And he felt that man is not complete on his own. So he created woman to be his helper. And I say to women in the East, if you decide to marry and have children, you have to be faithful to your husband. Be a friend, a confidant, a shoulder to lean on. You must inculcate sound societal values in your children. What we saw happen this past 1 year, where there was chaos, means that womanhood has failed in the East. It means that motherhood is lacking. We have failed to inculcate those values in our children that will make them compete with the Yoruba and the Hausa. Each time we gather, we call the Hausa and the Yoruba, whereas the problem is us. Take all the investments in Nigeria that are owned by Igbos and bring them in the 5 eastern states and see whether the world will start looking at you. You will be relevant. When you're relevant, people will come to look for you. Then we say because of religion, we have abandoned certain of our values because of religion. When the people of Israel in the Old Testament asked God, you love us, you made a covenant with us, but we want an earthly king. And God gave them an earthly king and admonished them not to be in a hurry to leave the sight of the king because he's my representative on earth. We have a king here. I expected that immediately after the national anthem and you do the Oyibo prayers, a bowl of kola nut will be taken to the king. The king will touch the kola first before any other person. And he will break the kola nut and pray for everybody. He will break pieces that will go to our young ones here so that that prayer will go to them, so that they can take over from us when we pass on. I noticed that kola nut was brought. It wasn't taken to the king. And then it was shared. After the sharing, before it's taken to go and pray. So Chukuyama Alan if I am a My dear brothers and sisters, I said earlier that we are in Anioma the most cultured in Nigeria, with due respect to all of you and Austat and Fulani and others. And I'm saying that because when people are talking of women equality, and I say to them, there is nothing like women equality. There wasn't women equality yesterday. It is not today. It will never be. When you say the Lord's Prayer, you say our Father who art in heaven. You don't say our mother. So they should stop all this nonsense of... There is nothing like that. It's not God's intention. Equality is not God's intention. God's intention is for woman to actualize her purpose in creation. So where is man failing? Man is failing in the Igbo land because he has refused to give woman space to actualize her purpose in creation. Is there any reason why a woman in the East cannot inherit from her father who delivers her? They do so in the West. They do so in Benin where I spent decades. It is changed on paper. It hasn't changed practically. It has changed on paper. I spoke to Muslim friends of mine when I was in England decades ago. And in Islam, a woman inherits from the father. In fact, Islam permits the woman to retain her maiden name if she so desires. What is the problem that in the East, your own daughter that you delivered cannot inherit from you? It's abomination and a sin crying to God for help. Is there any reason why communities in the East, like I suggested years ago, cannot crown mothers in their communities? The way my forefathers in Anioma decided that there will be a stool for a woman. My community has a traditional ruler. He's in charge of men and male youths and the land. Myself as the Omu, I'm in charge of women, female youths, and the markets, and custodian of our ancestral shrine. And I'm very proud that I serve God through tradition. They kept this seat and decided that the man should have his palace. The woman should also have her own palace. So the traditional ruler has his palace, and I also have mine. He has his chief, I have my own chiefs. However, the chiefs of the traditional ruler are superior because man is first. That's the way our forefathers kept it in Anioma land, from Asaba to Abo. In all the communities, there is an Omu, there is a traditional ruler. Each one is given his role to play because God is not a fool by creating woman. Businesses in the East, the Igbo man is everywhere. He's in Kano. The wife is selling for him. The wife does not have her own business. So you find professional bodies. I belong to many professional bodies. I hardly see an Igbo woman from the East. And even when they put one from the East out of tokenism and symbolism, it is still the people in the East that drag her down. I belong to organizations where there are many Yoruba women, they are multi-millionaires, they own businesses, their men celebrate them. In the final analysis, the money the Igbo woman is making is for her family, for the husband, for the children. She's not making it for any other person. Is there any reason why she can't own an independent business? Why she must be doing receipt for her husband? And when the husband passes on, the family comes and take over. The children will even suffer in the end. So I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, please, stop talking about the Hausa man, please. Stop talking about the Fulani man. Stop talking about the Yoruba man. In Delta State, I told our people, Anioma people, we are Anioma people living in Anioma nation. Today, Anioma people call themselves Anioma nation. In the past, they were ashamed. But today, we call ourselves Anioma nation. And very soon, the federal government will represent us as our own ethnic representative. The world takes you at your estimate of yourself. They will carry you like an egg. And we have said, I particularly as someone have told the Anioma people, that our men are strikingly handsome, that our women are extraordinarily beautiful, that our children are intelligent in Anioma land. And we have fertile land devoid of natural disaster. So nobody can trample on us. If I had the opportunity coming from Opanama, if I had age on my side, I would do more than Zogo, my brother did. We cannot continue like this in Igbo. Because for nothing. Let it be for substance. Please, let it be for substance. Talk to our young people to go and start learning trade, to go to school, because education is the universal key that opens all doors. Even when you are selling akara and you're educated, you sell more akara. Please, educate our young ones. Tell them to go to school. Those who cannot go to school, let them learn handwork. Let them stop being subservient to other Nigerians in the name of being mobile. What do you mean mobile? Manachi or son of Benmai. Why should your father's house be an aberration to you? Why should the land your forefathers in Igbo land, they fought and got this land? Did they not fight? They fought to get this land that you call Igbo land in the 5 eastern states. And look at what men in the eastern states have done. You have failed colossally. The leadership, political, from 1999 to date. Is it the Hausa man that is the governor? No. Is it the Hausa man that is the member House of Representatives representing all the 5 eastern states? No. It is men from the eastern states, the 5 that are governors. What happened to the money they collected from 1999 to now? What have they done with it? Please ask your people. Ask your people what they have done with the money they collected since 1999 to date. Where the roads they built, where the hospitals, where the infrastructure. That's what I expect that the Igbo man from the East should be talking about, your fundamental problems. 4 years ago, people in China locked their doors for over a decade and came out, and the world is respecting China. 4 years ago, whether you are doing the right thing, if you are doing the wrong thing, please, you don't change it by patting on the back and calling the Hausa man. Obro onye Hausa si ebikwe na be. Obro onye Hausa si kpata ego, je lo Sokoto, je lo Kaduna, je Zaria, Igbo no everywhere. Na no estate. Na ife dị iche iche. I want to use this opportunity to thank Igbo men who have decided to stay in Igbo land and invest in this land. I pray to God Almighty and our ancestors, in finality, Prof, and my brothers and sisters, I'm saying, now I'm by election or if it's good. So now I will change to Punyam Kanjasi. Before I leave now, Job on I make or get you on a Chupana Kawaya with the Kobaya. Job on what be two or get you on a every way or by a long. When now you're Chuku, now you're Chuku in any body, when you know, when you know, when you know, one of the Lanyasi, one is a guardian. when nurse no onye webi wonu ya nwere ike kwa no isi webi wanya na apply ike no no kalomili yo fi de yan okwala no wagadelo no mma ọ ga-adịla ụmụ mma ọ ga-adịla ụmụ mma ama anwụ na ụlọ ewe na-asị na ndị isi anyị nọ na high table nna anyị nke iwe you have seen good days my prayers for you is that you see brighter days and that evening life will be good for you Prof and my you see I want ADF to be practical because someone anyị na-asụ oyibo anyị so ya it doesn't turn to practicality we have wasted our time I want to see jingles on radio and television. That's one thing that ADF will do that will endear you to people. Jingles in the whole 5 eastern states. Go and talk to your governors, talk to your commissioners for information. Use their local television. Make a jingle in English and Igbo. When I want there, you come and invest in your home. When they hear it for 1 whole year, your children will start coming back. When I go back, to stop doing baby factory. What I go? Ojonjo na nwa onye Igbo wele nwa onye Igbo ọzọ kpochi ya n'ụlọ ọ na-amụ ọ na-ele and anyị niile onye ọbụla nọ na as if nothing is happening. Something is happening and God will not forgive us if we don't stop it. So I want to see your jingles. If I don't see your jingles and I don't see the change, I will not want you to invite me to your further occasion because I don't want to waste my time. It's 4 years now. I'm expecting that if you had that jingle, what happened the past 1 year where our boys, many were killed, they were shouting, they want this, they want that. In the end, they didn't achieve it. It didn't work out. So it's a failing part on the ADF because you have said those that were there before, you want to compliment them. So if you are compliment them and end up speaking English, then you might as well not exist.
That I was able to represent her properly. When we have an inspirational speaker, and she has done more than I said. Obiwe Ekenem,
Chinekwu mma nwoke na agba biko kọwara na ya aka. Ụmụaka ngwa akụkọ ha nọrọ n'ụtụtụ ma ọta ji ahụ n'ọkụ agwa ndị egwu ndị ewu ya dịrazie anyị na-eke n'ụlọ ka anyị gbapụ ya ọsọ